Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you're hitting the subscribe button to stay inspired and stay notified and how you can wise up and rise up from these narcissists. So with that being said, if you clicked on this video, you want to know more about why is it that you are so obsessed with if the narcissist treats the new supply better. Now, if y'all are new to my channel, I used to be in an 18 years narcissistic abusive relationship. It's been 1.5 years now that my narcissist has been with his new supply, and I've been separated, working on myself, healing, growing, evolving, and trying to inspire and motivate other people out there that's been through narcissistic abuse. So what I've learned, you guys, and I've educated myself on, because anything I talk about in my videos, it's all things that I've been through. I educated myself on it and I've grown from it, or I'm learning from it, or whatever. And I'm sharing with you guys tips and tools on how you can learn and grow from it and heal from whatever you experience with that narcissist as well. So what I learned about why we obsess so much and we fixate so much on is that narcissist going to treat the new supply better is because at the end of the day, we were so manipulated and gaslighted to believe that something was always wrong with us, that it was us that were the issue, that it was, it was us that caused them to go with a new supply or take a new supply. It's just, we were so brainwashed to always look at what we were doing wrong instead of digging deep and diving deeper to understand what they were doing, right? And because we were so love bombed and just manipulated into believing everything that this person said, and we then a lot of times became so codependent on the highs and the lows, right? And wanting so desperately and badly for this person to see our value, love us and treat us good, and how we know that we think that they're capable of doing because of that love bombing phase, right? So at the end of the day, it makes us question ourselves, right? And what are we doing so wrong? And what did we do so bad? And seeking for all these answers and then withholding all these answers to us, because at the end of the day, it was never what we thought it was, because they had worn a mask and they love bombed us into believing that they were someone that they truly weren't. And then because we had this belief that that person could potentially be this way and treat us that way and choose not to, it makes us question, what did we do so wrong for them to flip a script and turn on us and treat us different and gaslight us and leave us for a new supply? And constantly, that's their tactic. Their tactic is to constantly make you look within yourself to see if what's wrong with you, because at the end of the day, right, that's how they get their supply. That's how they feel relevant. That's how they feel good about themselves, to put others down so then they can never have to look inward and always manipulate the situation to believe that you're the issue, you're the problem. So when they manipulate you and they love bomb you and then they flip up the script on you, it shows that, and then you want them so badly to give you answers or to treat you how they used to treat you and see you how you fight for their love. And then what that does is that it shows to them that there's nothing at all wrong with me. It's all you. You're the problem. You're the issue. You want me. I don't want you. But that's just because at the end of the day, all they want from you is supply, not love. Where on the other end, you're seeking love. You want love. You want somebody to see you and treat you good. But at the end of the day, they don't want that same thing that you want, right? So it's easier for them to turn around and say to you, like, look how badly you want me. I'm not the issue. You're the issue. And then because they manipulate you for so long when you're with them to believe that It's you that are the problem, is why you sit there and you question yourself and you ask yourself, like, what am I doing so wrong that this person now can take somebody else and get somebody so fast? If they can get somebody so fast, then there has to be something wrong with me. But at the end of the day, the reason why they can get somebody so fast is because they didn't love you in the first place. They didn't have true emotions for you in the first place. And with the other person, you got to understand, the narcissists are like, they are amazing actors. They are amazing at mimicking another person, right? And putting on a mask to show that other person exactly what they want. Exactly what they want. And they know who to prey on, right? They know who they can talk to and see where they can slither their way in. And some people make it a lot easier. Maybe they're going through a tough situation, or they met somebody who is like just going through a divorce, or there's certain people that they at certain times that they'll prey on when they need a fast and quick fix, right? So a lot of times it just depends on the situation. You'll find that the narcissist will find somebody else who went through a series of trauma, right? Or they just got out of a relationship, right? So they know where to prey. So at the end of the day, they just know how to mimic exactly what that other person wants. And then that's how they reel them in, by wearing the fake mask. And then that's how they can get somebody to like, their love bombing. That's how they can get somebody else to, believe everything they say, because at the end of the day, they put on this mask of doing exactly what that other person wants. And then with you, they didn't truly love you and care about you in the first place. You were just all supply to them. Where the difference is that you truly loved the person who they played to be and they manipulated you to be. That's the difference. The end of the day, the narcissist, they do not know how to love. All they know is how to get supply, how to mimic other people to get exactly what they want. They're master manipulators. Some of them are they have sociopathical traits in them, and how they deal with people and how they can flip off their emotions, right? And that's a personality disorder that these narcissists have, where again, you on the other hand may not have that, and you're just a human being who has their own traumas that that person feeds off of, right? So you now on the other hand are hurt, are in love, and confused, and because you don't know, some people don't know what a narcissist is. They don't know that it is an actual personality disorder. I know I never. Everybody always asks me, how come you were in a narcissistic relationship for so long? I had no idea. For me in my childhood, abuse was normal. So at the end of the day, when I got into an abusive relationship, it felt normal. It felt like a couple just arguing and then needing to figure it out. That's it. Because I grew up in that abusive, family environment. But I didn't know what a sociopath is. I didn't know what a narcissist was. I didn't know that there's these people out there that legit they're not capable of loving, right? Like that's the disorder that they have. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out there that don't know this as well. So if you're one of those people that's a narcissistic survivor, or you're with a narcissist and you can't grasp to understand how did they move on so fast, and why am I so fixated on, are they going to love this other supply better? Are they going to treat the other supply better? It's because at the end of the day, that narcissist has manipulated you in so long in believing that you were the issue, you were the problem. That if it wasn't for you, and if you weren't the problem, then they wouldn't have left. No. At the end of the day, supply is supply. They prey on when they're bored of you, or they want interest in another supplier, they see you questioning them, or they see that it's not as easy to get the supply from you anymore. they're going to try to go get it for somebody else. It's going to make it so much more easier, accessible. And at the end of the day, the narcissist will never be happy and never be satisfied. That's why a lot of them, they end up cheating always, right? They always have another supply at the end of the tunnel. Right? So when they see you starting to question things, they see you starting to smarten up, or maybe they see you doing more beneficial stuff for you, and they're getting threatened in any type of way, that's when they start looking for new supply. And then they'll cheat on you, or they'll just start talking around to people and having, women friends or guy friends or whatever. And it's always pre-organized. They always are organizing this shit before it even happens to you. And we don't know that, right? And this is why we sit there and we question and we think that, oh, is there something wrong with us? And are they you got to keep in mind that they're going to love bomb the new supply just like how they love bomb you. How do you think they got you to fall in love with them? They were not horrific people or toxic people. You would have never fallen in love with somebody like that. So you have to realize the same way that they love bombed you is the exact same way they're going to love bomb this new supply. And some situations are different. It might take a year. It might take 2 years. But at the end of the day, supply is supply. They're not in love with these people. They're just utilizing them for the supply. It could be financial supply. It can be sex. It could be they stroke their ego. The other person never questions them. It just sits there and takes a lot of the abuse. Like there can be just different things. You never know what happens behind closed doors. So when you sit there and you say, oh yeah, they're treating the new supply better, the narcissist is all about ego. The narcissist will never show you that they're disrespecting, they're hurting the new supply, or they're gaslighting the new supply. They'll never show you that, because at the end of the day, everything is ego driven for the narcissist. The narcissist has to put up an image that he's the best person or she's the best person on this earth, on this planet, to everybody, friends, co-workers, family members, all that. Because again, everything is all about, their whole life is revolved around feeding their ego, getting supply, right? And this is why they get supply so easy and so fast, and they get a next person so fast and so easy, because they need it. It's like air to them to breathe. Feeding and their ego being stroked is like air for them to breathe. If they do not get their ego stroked, if they do not get that supply, it's legit, it'll drive them crazy. They'll do anything. And this is why they have to wear that mask to get that new supply and to strap that supply that supply in, right? So that's why it's so important to stay in the facts and understand that this person is only with that other person for supply, and you don't know exactly what that supply for is, only except that he or she is with them for supply and supply alone. Not because they love them, not because they're better than you, no, it's just supply. And at the end of the day, a lot of times the narcissist will come back around and try to get back supply from you when that person becomes boring, or that the narcissist sees you moving on, or this narcissist sees you doing better. So at the end of the day, if you ever want to, I know this is bad, I shouldn't say this, but get back at the narcissist, or you ever want to, make a narcissist punish, the best thing that you can do is work on you, elevate you, become wiser. And then this is why, again, I created my page to be the Wise Up, Rise Up, community, because at the end of the day, that's how you will heal. That's how you will be able to move on from this narcissist. That's how you will be able to let go. And regardless, nonetheless, if you focus on these things that I'm sharing with you, stand in the facts, that's what's going to help you to heal. And then you're going to be able to move on and move forward, and not attract another narcissist, and not move backwards and go back with the narcissist, but actually break free from these toxic people that are literally only dragging you down. So at the end of the day, stand in the facts, know exactly what I'm telling you, and understand this is why you are fixate so much on the new supply. Because at the end of the day, you were conditioned and you were trained for such a long period of time to feel like you're the issue. You are not the issue. At the end of the day, these people have personality disorders. They have a disorder. a mental disorder, a personality disorder, and they know exactly what they are doing to you. It's up to you now to stand in the facts, to move forward, right? With the knowledge to wise up, become wiser, and rise up from them, and not stay on their level and not stay below them, right? But rise above them and move forward and leave them right where they are, because you will level up, but they will stay the same because they don't see that they have an issue. A person that doesn't see they have an issue will never ever change. And what does that do? That only stops them from growing and elevating inside of life. But then if you become wiser and you stand in the facts and you learn these things about them, you can now elevate, you can now grow because you're willing to, right? See your wrongs and see their wrongs. But a narcissist, their ego will never allow them to, see their flaws and see their wrongs, because then that would open up a whole can of worms that they've been digging deep down inside of them, because they never want to see that they do something wrong, and they never want to acknowledge their traumas. They never want to acknowledge anything about themselves, because again, their ego will never allow it. So stand in the facts, y'all. This is what's going to help you to heal. This is going to help you to move on and move forward from these narcissists, to wise up and rise up. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you're giving me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if there's any specific videos you want me to talk on and help you to, again, wise up and rise up inside of your life. If you guys enjoy my content and you're following my page, make sure you're joining the Wise Up, Rise Up community. Join my podcast. It's called the Wise Up, Rise Up podcast. I'm about to go drop one right now. I usually drop them every Thursdays, but I'm going to make a better effort to drop at least 2 or 3 throughout the week, you guys. Make sure you guys are going to join my TikTok channel. It is growing rapidly. I post up at least 2 knowledgeable videos every freaking day to keep you inspired, to keep you motivated, you guys. So go check that out as well, you guys. I just dropped the video earlier on today, which will help you so much. Go check that out on my TikTok page. I'm going to leave all the links inside of the comment. So make sure you're joining the Wise Up, Rise Up community to wise up and rise up above these narcissists. Thanks so much for joining me on this video, and I'll see you guys again on another video. Take care.